I'm pretty willing.
Hey, guys.
So what happened to the window?
Go.
Good morning and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Radiant and I have a special guest with me, Alan Truesdell. He's going to do some drumming for our meditation this morning. So if you will, wherever you're at, just have a seat or whatever. You can stand if you like. We'll go into a meditation where you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. If you're in the center, we always encourage you to feel safe and comfortable to just sit and be in the presence of this oneness. And if you have any devices, please silence them now. If the washing machine's on spin cycle at home, please, close the door or stop it and just be in this present moment now. So I know that there's only one presence, one complete essence of spirit in all things. And I experience this in everything I do, everything that I am, and all that I'm witness to. Every moment is my opportunity as God to play with God. To play with humanity. To own childlike delight. I speak these words of God and I play with God as me, as the God that I am. I create this reality like a child with a ball of Play-Doh. Create it, love it, be it, then smash it all and start again. Or save it on the shelf. Or put it back in the container. And as the I am that we all are, as the I am that is God, what will you do with the universe today? How will you play with God? How will you play as God? And how will you play with humanity? And now I will open the meditation for a brief period of drumming and me not talking. am so grateful. So grateful. And thankful. I allow the feeling of gratitude to overcome my body. To swell in love. I am loved, and for this I am so grateful. I'm grateful to witness God in action. I'm grateful to play with God as God. I am so very grateful for the blessings and abundance and joy that I experience in this life. I breathe into this gratitude. I own this gratitude. May I be grateful in all I ever do, in all I ever experience. Gratitude is my experience. Gratitude is now. And I let all of this go. Like my ball of Play-Doh, I form it up again, thinking of the wonderful ideas I've created. I put it back in the container and set it all free. I release all of this to the consciousness. I completely let it go. For all of this is done for me. All of this is manifest in my life through my complete conviction, and I merely have to think these thoughts, speak these words, breathe this air. And it is already done as I speak these words. I release all. And in this sacred silence, I know this oneness. All is released. And I know this to be true as I say. And please say with me. And so it is.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. There it is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you want us, do you got enough room?
Yeah.
Should have set that up. Good morning. My name is Radiant, and I'm joined with a friend, Alan. And
Morning.
if you are willing and able, we'll rise on up and sing a couple songs. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. My friends, thank you for my friends. Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends. Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, wonderful, my wonderful friends. This day, thank you for this day. Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day. Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. It's so good to be back with you all. If you'll please turn to your neighbor and greet them. And if you're at home, pet the cat. Love your neighbor. Send the message to that person you were thinking about. We are all love, and it's all opportunity to just make someone's day a little brighter. And now, if you'll return to your seats, we'll sing our second song. Grateful, grateful, I am grateful for all that I am, for all that I have. I am grateful. I am grateful. have any devices, please silence them now. And just be one in this presence. And thank you for coming to watch us and to be present in this Sunday service with us.
Welcome to Eugene Center for Spiritual Living. My name is V. I'm so grateful to be here today. And thank you for y'all for joining us today, too. As I reflect back, how I got involved with the Center for Spiritual Living, it was on a journey of, seeking truth. And in that, seeking for truth, I educated myself and read things about science of mind. And I found them when I, found this truth when I came to Center for Spiritual Living. And I started back a few years ago in Springfield. And so that brings me here today, and I'm so grateful and so blessed to be here because when I think about the center, I think about, nothing, I've experienced nothing but love. And we are here to experience that love and understanding that we are all one in the universe. And we're connected. And in that connection, I see a vision that all things are possible. And that vision, I want to be sure to invite everybody who's new today to fill out one of those green little things right here. If you have a prayer request or something like that, you can put that on there. If you have a change of address or phone number or something like that, or emails, make sure you fill that out and drop it off at the basket up front for us. Okay, did that. Yes, and let's. I'm supposed to do a mission statement here. Oh yes. Our global vision. We envision a world where we each and every person has enough food, a home, and a sense of belonging. A world of peace and harmony, enfranchisement, justice. Next. Our practitioner for the day, Radiant Gains. And Holding High Water. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. And then we're going to do the song.
We're going to do the song.
And I'm going to sit down.
Right here, right now, we have come into the presence of God, and our hearts are open to the love that's found. Right here, right now. Right here, right now, we have come into the presence of God, and our hearts are open to the love that's found. Right here, right now. So I'm just going to open with another deep breath because it just feels right now. There is one presence, one complete energy in this moment right now. This pivotal moment is God in action. And I know that as God is all things, I speak these words of God into action. I hold my conviction of heart and know that as I speak these words, it is done. I know and affirm for Radiant and anyone else hearing my voice now and forevermore, live stream or in real person, that we are one. That we are a collective growing in love together, playing with childlike delight in this moment now. In peace we reside, and joy is abundant in our childlike delight. And I'm so grateful for this moment, and just to be grateful, to feel the level of thankfulness and gratefulness in my body. Because I know I'm so loved, and because I love. And I release this out into the cosmos. I completely set it free as if it were bird wings. And know that it is done as I speak these words. Before I even speak these words, it's already done. And I release this by saying, and so it is.
And now we're going to do our November affirmation. I'm going to say it once, and then you guys say it after me, okay? Honoring myself and my journey, I live as the essence of spirit. I see with new eyes, so the face of the beloved is everywhere. For this I give thanks. Together? Honoring myself and my journey, I live as the essence of the spirit. I see with new eyes, so the face of the beloved is everywhere. All right. Today's music. Marty Csle.
Just nice to be here with you. Right? Just, I don't know, hearing all these words, just kind of soaking in the honey of this moment. This is a song called Brand New Day. It's about coming around to a brand new perspective. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Brand new day, never seen before. When I open my eyes and step out the door, I float like a feather on a gentle wind, not afraid to fall on a place I've sinned. And I want to ride my magic high, paint my colors on the empty sky, leave behind my foolish crown on a lonely throne deep underground. Oh, oh. And I'm coming around. I came to sing my only song. It's been unsung and I've waited so long. Now I come to life singing the sound, like like a runaway horse on a merry-go-round. Oh, now I'm coming around. Brand new day, never seen before. When I open my eyes, I'm right out the door. Look back and I won't come down. This brand new day that I found.
Oh my God, it's Marty Csle. If you'll please relax, thank you, Marty. If you'll please relax into your seat, we'll go into our meditation song, followed by a short meditation. Please, if it's your first try, just give it a whirl. Take a deep breath. And know that we are one. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am
Breathing in. Breathing out. Allowing everything to calm, everything to quiet. There is only love. No matter what my eyes may think they see, and my ears may think they hear, love is the operating system of the universe. Fear Fear may step up and get loud and visible. But love can slow down fear, can cover it up. And so I respond to the best of my ability to every situation with love. What is the loving thing to do now? What would love do here? Where can I bring love into the picture? Grateful to know that love is always the answer. Grateful to know that that's what I am made of, no matter how carefully I may disguise it. I simply let go and let good be good in me. Let love be love in me. And so it is. Thank you, Matt, for that beautiful melody underneath everything. There's always a melody underneath everything. Sometimes it's drums. Sometimes it's a bird. Sometimes it's the wind. Sometimes it's a honking horn and yelling people. There is always, always a melody trying to play itself out. And our job, should we choose to accept it, is to be a force for interpreting every sound we hear as an invitation to love. It's real easy to see friendly, smiling, loving faces and pretty words and music as an invitation to love. And it's a little more challenging to hear angry voices and stomping feet and less than pleasant experiences as an invitation to love. I've heard early on in my teaching, as I was studying this, that everything is either love or a cry for love. Everything that you hear is either love or it's somebody crying out for love. The thing that we don't realize, the thing that we forget, is that the loudest and most desperate cries for love are the most unlovable. They're the ones that we want to run away from, that we want to throw something at, that we want to get retribution from or whatever. But what we're really being called to do is love. To see this for what it is, a cry, to be heard, to be seen, to be understood. So today my talk is Gratitude Beyond Gifts. You know, we were all fetched up pretty much right by our moms and dads, I think, and when someone gives you something or does something before you, what do you say? Thank you. We're trained to do that. And if we're good little kids and we learned our lesson, that's one of the lessons that carried over into our adulthood is we say thank you. And sometimes we get into a hurry and sometimes we get going and sometimes we forget that gratitude isn't just a reciprocal, I'm only going to thank you if you do something for me. That's a business transaction. I give you this and you give me that. You give me this and I'll give you a thank you. And in actuality, gratitude needs to be a fundamental, foundational state of our life, state of our existence. Why should I be grateful? I'm out of work. I don't have a house to live in. I haven't eaten in a day and a half. And what I ate last wasn't very tasty. So why should I be grateful? Because I have feet that can walk. I have ears that can hear. I have a voice that can speak. I have lungs that breathe. I have life. And there are a lot of people who would give anything to have a life, even if it was on the streets, rather than to have to be gone. And I don't want to get into all the esoteric stuff about it and whatever, but it's just, as we're moving to the end of this month and we've been looking at the journey so far this year and evaluating, this is harvest season. And harvest season isn't just when you bring in all the stuff and load it away. You evaluate. How did that work? When I planted that crop, how did it turn out? What kind of yield did I get? What did I get from this? What did I get from that? What were the results of my actions this year? What were the results of the things that I did? What came back to me? And how might I do things differently if I'd like a different yield next year? We're enough of a mystical religion and an esoteric religion and a scientific religion that, what we call God could easily be called quantum physics. And that quantum physics is a perfectly good name for what we call God. It is the infinite energy behind everything, and it is taking shape all the time. And essentially it's done with smoke and mirrors. When you show up expecting to see one thing, that's what shows up for you to measure it. And if you show up expecting to see something else, that's what shows up. So the world in which I live right now, the world of effects in which I look out over everything that is going on, can either bring me joy or grief based on how I look at it. Got a call last night. Somebody, I don't know if they were angry about the football game or whatever happened, but somebody decided to break the window here. I could be angry, I could be upset, I could be enraged. I was a little shocked, I will admit that. But I thought, we've been wanting to get that changed into a dual glazed window for a long time, and that's the push we needed to get it done. That's a big leak of our heating and cooling energy in the summertime. And so we can replace that with a window that seals up better what it was. And we have the resources to do that. So I could be up here today all miserable and angry and, oh my God, what are we going to do? Or I can say, hey, we just got a little nudge from the universe to move forward. Which one does more for my body? Which does more for my soul? Which does more for my health? One of my original teachers, the late Reverend Don Moore, wish he would have been made a doctor. He was a wonderful man. But he says you have the right to be absolutely angry at what happened. It's absolutely your right. But do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Am I so hung up on being right that I'm willing to give up being happy? That I'm willing to give up feeling good? That I can't let go of what was and step into what could be? So this is our harvest time, and this is where we decide what it is we're going to look at. The core of this teaching is oneness. Radiant brought that up a lot today. It is the truth of who we are, and we tend to have this limited view of oneness, that means sameness, that we're all the same, and we're only good if we're all the same, and we only are good if we all agree on everything. Well, that would make everybody extraneous. If we all agreed on everything, we only need one of us. So the whole idea is that there needs to be difference. Out of the multiplicity, we still come from one source. We are still in one centralized beingness that we come out of. And I love the image of an old wagon wheel with the hub at the center and all the spokes that go out. Well, that's what we are. We all come from the hub at the center. We are all part of the central hub, but each of us moves out to the rim of the wheel in a different direction, doing different things, going in different ways. So that this one here and this one here, they're 180 degrees diametrically opposed to one another, where these two are right together. But it is the balance of all of them around the wheel that makes the wheel work. Without any of them, the wheel becomes weaker and it cannot move as well. It is our differences that create our ability to create something new and better and different. But we all come from the same source. It's the hub that holds us together. And so in all that we do, this pandemic has done nothing if teach us that we are all totally connected. We are all totally and completely connected all the way around the globe. We are all completely and totally connected by the air that we breathe, by the water that we drink, by what is going on in our lives, and whether we are willing or not to do what we need to do to maintain our health and the health of those around us, which is why we ask all of you to wear masks while you're in here. I'm not, because you need to hear what I'm saying rather than so. But a beautiful minister from South Africa, which is intriguing that the Omicron has come from, and it didn't come from South Africa. Let's get really clear with that. This new variant was discovered by the incredibly brilliant team of virologists that exist in South Africa. They're some of the most skilled in the world. Just because it was discovered there doesn't mean it's the source, so we're not going to get angry at South Africa, okay? Oh, dang. Gerd Ponto is a Science of Mind teacher in South Africa. We live in a whole and integrated benevolent universe which is working for us and through us. Our level of consciousness creates what we experience. Our beliefs determine whether we are struggling or thriving. Been given beliefs when we grow up. We start out this beautiful, perfect, whole little idea, this open vessel for spirit. And as we grow, we're taught, do this, don't do that, that's good, that's bad, this is, oh, bad, bad, oh, good, good. We're taught things that have no bearing on the truth of who we are. And I think oftentimes the reason Jesus, the master teacher, often said what we needed to do was become as little children. We need to get back to the innocence and the love and the trust that we had as little children, where everything was amazing. Oh my God, oh my God. You know, and everything was wonderful, and we had a question about it. We didn't have answers for it, but why? But why? What happens? Well, why? What? Why? You know, we wanted to know, and now it's like, oh, I know everything. I don't need to know anything. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. don't need to tell me anything. We need to become open again. We need to become inquisitive again. We need to become filled with wonder again. And that's what next year's theme is all about, is finding wonder in the ordinary. We're going to spend a whole year in every aspect of our life finding wonder in what's going on. Dr. Holmes started this and began writing books and teaching lessons and classes and doing lectures, actually, was what he was doing. He never intended for this to be a religion. That was not what he wanted. He viewed this as a practice, a spiritual practice that anyone from any teaching could use and apply to make their faith stronger, whether they be Jewish, whether they be Christian, whether they be Muslim, whether they be Hindu, whatever faith they might be. They could use the principles of this teaching to make their spiritual experience richer and fuller. That was all he intended to do. And it's intriguing because the whole thing he wanted to do was put the teaching to work. Make it work in our lives. Make it be the way we live. Not just something we show up for on Sunday morning and go, okay, that was good and I feel filled up now so I can make it through the week. It's how am I living my life? How am I behaving in the world? How do I treat my friends? How do I treat myself? Am I as compassionate with myself? I saw a thing the other day on Facebook. It was like, talk to yourself the way you would talk to your dog. Oh, who's a good boy? Oh, look at that belly, isn't that cute? Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a sweet baby. But be in practice all the time. I was intrigued. The original first 300 years, pre-Constantine, okay, before the rules and all the regulations and all the I believe in this and that came in. For the first 300 years, the faith started by Jesus was called the Way. It was nothing but a group of small communities of believers who got together because they agreed to live in a certain way that was loving and caring and compassionate, where no one went hungry, where no one went without shelter, where no one was left alone. Unless they wanted to be left alone, they didn't. But the whole idea is, it's not I believe, it is the way. It is how I live, not what I believe. So one of the things I want to talk about is we just have completed the Thanksgiving, the Day of Mourning, the Native work holiday is gratitude and the causative energy that gratitude is. Gratitude moves things, it sets things in motion. It is cause to other effects. And so if I come out grateful for what I have, even if I don't have much. There's a story I was told years ago about a guy who was in a horrific motorcycle accident and just literally smashed every bone in his body and was in a full body cast. The only thing that didn't break was the pinky on his right hand. And that was how they communicated with him to wiggle one way for yes and one way for no. And he was just totally depressed, and he wasn't making progress. He wasn't making the progress he should have been making, according to the doctors. And he had a friend who came in and talked to him about being grateful, and basically he saw nothing to be grateful for. And then be grateful you can move your finger, or we wouldn't be able to communicate. And he started giving it a try, and as he began moving his one finger, in a few days the next finger started moving. And then the next, and then his wrist, and then his arm, and all of the things that he, as he was grateful, more things became happening to him that were good. We draw, the causative energy of gratitude draws to us good things. 1 Thessalonians, going biblical on you today, so those of you who don't like the Bible are going to close your ears anyway. Several translations here, but basically, in every situation, no matter what the circumstances, be thankful and continually give thanks to God. Also, whatever happens, give thanks, or no matter the circumstances, give thanks. Now think back to the last time your button was really pushed. Can you imagine in that moment going, okay, I got to give thanks now? But that's what we're called to do, is find the gift even in this. Find the beauty even in this. Find the answer even in this. Now, for those of you who think, oh, well, does that mean I just put up with racism, that I just put up with homophobia, that I just put up with abuse or anything? No. But what I can say is, I would never have known the amount of racism, xenophobia, and sexism in this country had it not been for a certain president who made it all come to the surface. Yeah. And now it's there, and so now that it's out in the light, we can deal with it. We can heal it. But before we were in denial. And so now we know that it's there. Now we can offer love to it. If I can love, even in the face of all that fear, because that's what all that racism, xenophobia, sexism, all that is fear. It looks like hate. But what it really is fear, because hate is nothing but fear on steroids. So if I can look at all these actions as people who are in incredible fear, that doesn't mean I excuse what's going on. It doesn't mean I say, oh, cool, that's okay. Yeah, well, bygones be bygones. But it means that I can begin work. I know where my work begins. And it begins in love. And it begins in compassion, and it begins in caring. We're asked to be grateful before we even see the gift. We're asked to give thanks in advance. Eckhart Tolle has said, acknowledging the good you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. So we acknowledge the good, we acknowledge the blessings, we acknowledge even the, wow, that's a weird blessings. Oh, okay, as I've said, the old joke, with all this manure, there's got to be a pony somewhere. So we look at what appears to be painful and ugly and embrace it as a possible doorway for love and healing. If there's only one, if this is oneness and God is all there is, we're coming back to that again. If God is all there is, if the source is all there is, if loving energy is all there is, if everything is good, if in the Bible, as it said, and God created this and it was good, and God created that and it was good, and God created that and it was good, and God said all of this was good, who are we to say it's not good? And so, if it's good and it's already been given as good, then maybe my receipt of anything is simply the circulation of good in the world. That the good is here all around us. The good is here even for the people who are struggling. But right now they can't see it because all they can see is what they don't have. And what they don't have keeps them from seeing what they could have. And I'm not making blame on anybody for this. I'm just saying we have to wake up to the idea that maybe there is more for us than we have allowed in the door. Maybe there is more love and more good and more beauty than we have let ourselves experience. And how do we do this? Practice. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. How do you have a good life? Practice. How do I make better friends? Practice. How do I practice? It's all practice. It's practicing love. It's practicing forgiveness. It's practicing compassion. It's practicing non-judgment. It's practicing I don't care what you did yesterday or last year or when you were younger. All I care is right now. And right now, we're here. And to practice that. Because if I can practice gratitude, gratitude is one of the easiest things we can practice. How many of you besides me keep a gratitude journal of some sort that you write in on a regular basis? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to ask all of you, it doesn't have to, I have gone out and I've shopped at Barnes & Noble and beautiful little shop, and I have found the most exquisite, beautiful little journals They're wonderful, and I buy them and I get them home, and then I can't write it. It's too pretty. I can't write in this. Go to the dollar store and get a notebook for $1 and bring it home and write in that. And just every night, and you can do it if you're more of a morning person and you want to do that. When you first get up, write down things you're grateful for. But what I like to do is, as I'm going to bed at night, I write one thank you card to somebody who's made my day, and then I open my little journal and I write 6, 7, 8 things during that day that I have been grateful for. And it causes me to go back over my day. What did I do? Who did I see? What happened in my day? What did I see I saw that neighbor on my walk. It was so nice to see that he's still around. And finding gratitude sets your soul at ease to go to sleep. Gratitude beyond gifts is gratitude in the good, gratitude in the ugly. Dr. Sue Rubin, who's one of my amazing mentors, by applying discipline and consistency through my daily spiritual practices, I keep my promise to embody and express awareness of my eternal inseparability from the presence and power of God. I cannot be separated from the presence and power of the One. No matter what I do, no matter how I act, no matter what I say, no matter what happens to me, I cannot be separated from the presence and the power of the One. It is the hub. When in doubt, slide down the spoke to the hub. The edge of the wheel is your ego. The center of the wheel is your spirit. My heart is heavy with things that have gone on in the world in the past few weeks. And at the same time, I'm the most eternal optimist. I'm just this doofy little gal who really thinks it's all going to work out somehow, some way. We find our vision and we bring it forth. And we do that by truly being grateful for the good that is all around us and within us. What I look for, I'm looking with. So if my eyes can't see beauty, I need to find the beauty within me and look from there. I love you all so much. I am so grateful for each and every one of you for being here. Thank you. And now I'm going to call Radiant up to bless the offering, and our ushers, I believe, somebody's coming forth to help out.
This is the best thing ever. So our center is filling my cup for a long time. I don't know about you guys, but always filling my cup. And we have Matt and Mo, and we have Marty, Csle, and so why not contribute to filling your soul? Because every dime that you ever spend, especially from that place of joy of being in the space and knowing that I get to come back here and see all you all, and that is what I make a contribution to myself through this center, providing me with this great experience, that I'm providing you with this great experience, and we are having this great experience. So I know that there's one power, one complete presence in this moment now. And I know that as God is all there is, I am God too in action. I know and affirm for Radiant and anyone else who hears my voice that anything I give, I receive in this oneness, that I live in the law of conscious giving. And the law says, of course, my beloved, anything you want, yes, in this prosperity. And I know that I am spiritually fed at my center every Sunday, every time I come here, and every time I think of the people who are here, because I am this abundance. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity and for my community and for all of the love that I experience. And I release this by saying, and so it is. And if you'll sing with me.
Knows no bounds, giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always
Enough, we give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. And now we got another song by Marley Chilla.
Very grateful to be here today, have this time. Yeah. Just quiet down for a little while, let those messages, they're everywhere actually, right? Life's always giving us these messages, but just have a time to let it all in together. Just thankful to be here, thankful for this place. Here we go. This is The Secret to Happiness. Secret to happiness. Smile, smile, smile. Love you, good night. Thank you, bye bye. And you bring out the best in me. I love how life goes by. So much to do and so little time, so little time. Wrap me up in it, I won't move. I'm here, I'm holding on, I'm holding you, and you bring out the best in me. I love how life goes by. So much to do and so little time, so little time. Secret to happiness. Smile, smile, smile. Love you, good night. thank you by and by. And you bring out the best in me. I love how life goes by. So much to do, so little time. Love you good night. Thank you bye bye. Love you good night. Thank you bye bye. Love you good night. Thank you bye bye. About this band, huh?
Oh. Marty Csle, you are amazing. I'm always so grateful when you say you can come and be with us. Look in the dictionary under love, you find a picture, an 8x10 color glossy of this man, I gotta tell you. And there was a slide during the announcement, or during the offering blessing. We don't need to bring it back up, but if you have not done, it's annual giving time again, and it's time. It's on the website. It's in the newsletter each week. If you would just go and tap on that little button and just renew or update. We had asked that everybody consider increasing their gift this year by $5 a month, not a week, a month. You know, I mean, if you want to do a week, we'll accept that. But it's just to cover the increase of having the live musicians here and a few other added expenses that we have now that we're doing more live services. So if you would, just right now, I think 8 or 9 people have completed that, and I would like. I'm pretty sure there's a few more of you that would like to update your giving, and so. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. And now, I know the first announcement is there's a Zoom meeting after the service. These are held each week by one of our practitioners who creates a half-hour space for people who are coming in online to visit. But, you know, those of you who are here live could still take your phone out, click in on the Zoom meeting, and talk to some people you haven't seen in a few months because they're not feeling safe coming out of their houses yet. So it's a good thing. The link is up there, but it's also in the chat, and it's on the website, and it's in your newsletter. So just think about that. Wednesday, the first, I hate to tell you this, but Wednesday's the 1st of December. So, but if you're interested in Inclusivity in Action, that's the group that does community service work, that is doing work to make the world a better place and to reach out with our Science of Mind Consciousness to do more things. That's going to be meeting from 4 to 6 p.m. And so check the last week's newsletter for information on how to go there. One of the things, go ahead, because it's probably going to be in the next thing. Tuesdays at 10:30 in the morning, every Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning, Leonard Hudson has put together a men's coffee. I'm sorry, gal, you'll have to set up your own coffee time. But the guys are getting together at 10:30 in the morning over at Alon Brothers in 5th Street Market. So if you know a guy that would like to have some other guys that are pretty cool to talk with, check it out there at 10:30 Wednesday morning. And I think he's found us a possible new jazz singer who's working at the coffee shop. We're going to try to get her. I've texted her to see if we can bring her in. There are many opportunities for service. We could definitely use, right now we're in the middle of training 2 people for the slide, or for the sound room, the video room, and Tonya is learning how to do slides. We need 1 more slide person, and we could use some Sunday morning greeters, just somebody who doesn't mind showing up a little bit early to smile and say hello to the people as they come in. Talk to me, talk to Susan in the office, whatever. Just serving is good for you. It really makes you feel better. Anyway. Donations are needed. Oh yeah, we need a self-propelled lawnmower and a lightweight wheelbarrow. Contact Susan in the office if you'd like to make contributions for that. And Thursday the 2nd is at 7:30 in the morning is Angela's monthly forgiveness meditation. That is really a good time. She uses the Ho'oponopono process. And I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And right up there with gratitude, forgiveness is the other key element of bringing love forth. We're going to do a smaller St. Vincent's fundraiser this year. We're adopting one family, and if you or your family want to adopt a family all on your own, we have a key by which you can do that and adopt a family to take care of their Christmas. But we need to check with the office, check with the newsletter as to what is needed. And I didn't say it, so I will now. In the Inclusivity in Action, we're also collecting household items for people from Afghan refugees that are arriving in the area, like towels and kitchen utensils and sheets and things. So there's many ways for us to come together as a community of giving and do that. So I would like to call Radiant up to introduce the practitioners. Make sure I've got this on right side up. Yes, it's right side up. Perfect.
So to be a practitioner, you have to go through lots of classes. It was so hard. Not really. It was very enriching. If you've been here and you've never taken a class, I highly recommend it. My life has forever changed, and my sense of community in classes is just amazing. So a practitioner can help you align your beliefs with what you want and help you to really see what you really want in your life. And as a practitioner, we love to serve, and we love that you choose to come to us and share and have us pray for you. And to me, having the opportunity to pray for someone is like one of the biggest joys. So you can reach out to us. There's a golden lamp in the foyer, and you can access us from the website if you happen to know our email addresses, which should also be printed in the social hall, or they're on the website. I mean, we're everywhere. And if you happen to be at the grocery store and you see me and decide that you need prayer for the corned beef to come in or something, please, feel free to use me. I'm honored to be of service to you, and in whatever way I can help. My phone is always on, and just feel free to use it. So if I can have the practitioners who are here, which what I have is Reverend Trish, Reverend Linda, and myself, and use us. And we also have the other practitioners who I'm sure are just as grateful to be used. So if you will do that. And then if you will rise, we'll sing our song. I don't have the words over here.
Say it's all right. Say it's all right. It's all right. Have a
Good time, 'cause it's all right.
Oh,
It's all
It's all
It's all-
God,
all
and
good.
so it
It's
is.
all good, it's all God. So it is. Okay.